Hello student. Today we are discussing topic methods of communication. Now first we are discussing what do you mean by the communication. Communication means exchanging of ideas, thoughts, opinion or information among the people. Next is what are the methods of the communication. First method is verbal communication, that can be a oral and the written. Oral means by using the spoken word you are communicating, that is called oral communication. Next one is the written communication. Written communication means by writing words on the paper, that is called the written communication. So these both communication are included in the verbal communication. Second one is non-verbal. Non-verbal communication means without using the words, you are communicating with the other person, that is called the non-verbal communication. By using facial expressions, by using the gesture, by using the posture, you are communicating with the other person, that is called the non-verbal communication. Third one is the visual communication. Visual communication means by using the graphs, videos, presentation, charts, you can explain the information, that is called the visual communication. First, we are discussing verbal communication. What do you mean by it? Verbal communication involves the usage of words while the delivery of the intended message is being made. It can be one-to-one, over the phone or in the group. For example of the verbal communication, it is video conferencing, face-to-face communication, it will included in that. Written as well as the oral communication are the two main points of the verbal communication. First, we are discussing the oral communication, that is also called the spoken communication. This type of the verbal communication includes the spoken words, either over the phone or face-to-face, video conferencing, voice or any other medium. Or we can say the meetings, group discussion, general conversation, seminar. These are the example of the verbal communication. Through the use of the word, you are communicating with the person, that is called the verbal communication basically. So oral communication means by using the spoken words. Is that clear? Second one is what are the factors that determine the effectiveness of the oral communication. First one is the pace. Pace means how fast or slow you speak. For example, if the speaker talks too fast, the receiver may not be able to absorb and interpret the message correctly. On the other hand, if the speaker talks too slow, the receiver might lose the interest. So that is called the pace. Second one is the clarity in the pronunciation. Clarity in the pronunciation means it refers to the speaking words clearly and correctly, including the correct sound of the letters with proper emphasis. That is called the clarity in pronunciation. Third one is the volume or pitch. It means how loud or soft your voice is. If you are talking to the person with the loud volume, then their interest might lose. And if you are talking to the person with low volume, then it determines that you are shy or not confident. So you need to have a balanced volume. Now fourth one is the choice of the words. Choice of the words is based on the communication. Whatever word you are using for the communication, that is the choice of the words. Fluency. Fluency means it refers to the ability to speak with the ease and accuracy in a language. That is called the fluency. If your communication is not in flow, then the user cannot communicate it properly. So that's why the communication flow will be well, so that the receiver understand the message. Now next factor is length of the communication. The conversation should be simple, short and to the point. If speaker talks for a long duration of the time or of the things which are not relevant to the topic, the listener lose the interest in the speech. So that is called the length of the communication. Next topic is merits and demerits of the oral communication. First, we are discussing the advantage. It helps in building the relationship. Means by using the spoken words, you can make your relationship better. Second one is the encourage the involvement in the teamwork and decision making process. Through the use of words, it is possible only. Third one is the provide the instant feedback. Okay, in the spoken communication only, through the use of the words, you can get the instant feedback. That is the third. Fourth one is the cost efficient. Through the use of the word, you are communicating with the other people, so there is a no price to discuss with someone. So that is the cost efficient. And the fifth one is useful for private and the confidential matter. For example, if you are in the company and if there will be a private meeting, then through the use of the spoken word, it is possible. Second one is the disadvantage of the oral communication. First disadvantage is emotions are visible, hence it lead to the miscommunication. While you are communicating through the spoken word, your emotions are also visible, so sometimes it may lead to the miscommunication. Second one is the no legal validity. No legal validity means कोई भी लीगल मैसेज कहीं भी स्टोर नहीं है, तो इसीलिए इसकी कोई लीगल वैलिडिटी नहीं है. थर्ड वन इज नो रिकॉर्ड कैप्ट एंड मे बी हार्ड टू रिमेंबर. Record cannot be permanently saved and may be hard to remember also because it is a spoken communication. Fourth one is it is not suitable for the lengthy messages. If 1 or 2 page messages are there and you have to explain them, then the oral communication is not feasible. Next one is difficult for certain people to understand the speech due to various accents and pace. ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल हिंदी है, कोई महाराष्ट्रियन है, तो उसका एसेंट और पेस डिफरेंट होता है. ठीक है, तो सम ऑफ द पीपल हैव अ डिफिकल्टी टू अंडरस्टैंड द ओरल कम्युनिकेशन. नेक्स्ट वन इज written communication. Written communication means it involves the sending the message in the form of written words to convey the information. You are sending the message in the form of written words. Means you are writing the words on the paper to convey some information to the other person. That is called the written communication. Example of the written communication is the letters, text, email, typed electronic document, reports, SMS, circular, contract, notice. So these are the example of the written communication. Next one is merits and demerits of the written communication. What are the advantages? First advantage is it allows to send the thoughtfully and the comprehensive message. Okay, you can write your thoughts in the written paper only. On the spot, thoughts not arise. So by the written communication, the thoughts will come. So that is the first advantage. Second one is it has a legal validity. If you are writing the letter or some request from the higher authority, then it has a legal validity, means that will be a legal document for them. Third one is suitable for lengthy message. Lengthy message क्यों? In the written work, you can write the 1 paper, 2 paper, 3 paper at the same time. That's why it is suitable for the lengthy message. For example, you are giving the exam and you are feeling your supplementary. That is also a written communication. Okay, so that is the third advantage. Now next one is the disadvantage. First one is it requires the time for drafting the message. Yes, it requires the time. On the spot कोई भी मैसेज ट्रांसफ़र नहीं होता है. ओके. सेकेंड वन इज मे इन्वॉल्व द पोस्टेज कॉस्ट. दैट इज़ ऑल्सो अ डिसएडवांटेज. पोस्टेज कॉस्ट क्यों? अगर लेटर है, कोई ईमेल है, ईमेल तो चलो कॉस्ट नहीं लगता है, बट लेटर्स है, कोई ड्राफ्ट है, कहीं भी पोस्ट कर रहे हो तो उसके लिए कॉस्ट लगता है. सो इट इज़ नॉट अ कॉस्ट एफिशिएंट. थर्ड वन इज नो इंस्टेंट फीडबैक एंड कॉन्सिक्वेंटली डिलेज इन अ डिसीजन मेकिंग. इंस्टेंट फीडबैक कभी भी नहीं मिलेगा रिटर्न कम्युनिकेशन में, तो इसमें क्या होगा? डिसीजन मेकिंग में भी ये डिले कर सकता है. ओके, सो दिस आर द डिसएडवांटेज ऑफ द written communication. Thank you for watching a video.